TikTok, what's the word, y'all? Come on, tap in. Okay, on this good Tuesday, I'm going to ruffle some of y'all feathers. Here we go. The amount of people who are intentionally trying to gaslight Black Americans into getting into these protests and getting into a fight that is not ours. It is not ours. I do not want y'all to ever feel like we have something against immigrants, because that ain't the issue. That ain't never been an issue. The issue is Black people, Black Americans specifically, our bodies have always been used as shields. And in 2025, we done learned, and we are choosing to protect ourselves, protect our peace, protect our lineage. Because let me tell you something. Y'all already know what would happen if a whole bunch of us decided today that we was going to get the fuck up and go down there and get in them streets. Y'all know just as well as we know what the fuck will happen. We've done it before. You hear me? We've done it before. And I'm saying we because I've actually done protests. I have a real issue with people, especially those who have been able to come to this country and do well for themselves, and then try to make it seem like we're wrong for not wanting to get into these fights. Because here's the real truth. Here's the hard truth. As Black people, we fighting every day. Every time we wake up and our fucking feet hit the floor, it's a fight. It's a fight because the entire system is structured and has been structured on our backs and against us. They use us to build the fucking system against us. Point blank period. Okay? We have a fight every day. We're tired. We're tired. And a lot of our generation, millennials and younger, we've learned. Oh, we've learned. We know better. And we telling the elders, y'all, sit down. Sit down. That's the problem. Y'all used to us being emotionally reactive to everybody else's fucking causes and issues. And that ain't no shit, no shade to any of the people who have to endure any encounter with ICE. Because let me tell you something. What I know I have the capacity to do is when this shit started happening, when they started coming to Chicago, the first thing I did was call my Latino friends that fuck with me, and I fuck with them. I called them to check on them. I checked on their families. I checked on the people that I used to work with. I know what I have the capacity to do. I'll fuck with those that fuck with me. Okay? They didn't need me to get out there and fight. That's not what they needed from me. Do you know what mattered more to them? The fact that in the middle of all of this shit, I thought about them. My Latino friends didn't ask me to get into no protest. They ain't asked me to come march with them. They ain't asked me to do no shit like that. You know what they said? This means so much to me that you are even thinking about us, that you're thinking about my family. That's what they cared about. That in the midst of all of this, I was thinking of them. Absolutely. And still do. And still do. Jesse Wu on Threads talking about I'm seeing all of these people talking about this is not their fight. It seems very xenophobic. Aren't you Haitian? Didn't you come over here and build your platform and build your life up? So you want to gaslight us into getting into some shit that you ain't gonna go get into. I ain't seen you march yet, little mama. Don't try to make it seem like we've done something wrong because we're choosing ourselves. Black people, sit the fuck down. At the end of the day, sit the fuck down. Because we fight every day. My entire life, I've had to fight for a lot in my life. A lot. And 40 is not old. I've had to fight for a lot. We're tired. We're tired. We are not y'all goddamn shields. We are not the Avengers, bro. We're not characters. We're not superheroes. We're not. We need rest. And we're choosing to do that right now. As a collective. Clearly as a collective. We're choosing to, you know what? God done tapped our head too many times. We got the message. We got the message. There are so many other groups of people of color. Why the fuck y'all ain't asking them to come walk with y'all? Why y'all ain't tapping on them? Why y'all ain't pulling on them? What's tea? Y'all know this shit seems so foreign to people because they are so used to us being emotionally reactive. They are so used to having Black people, particularly Black Americans, jumping in to fight everybody's fucking fight. Everybody's fight. And somebody literally has to get killed, get murdered on camera or something of that sort for people to, now they got bleeding hearts and they want to make signs and shit. And then what? Black people, I'm telling you, the neighborhood hero is telling you, sit down. Sit down. Don't let y'all emotions get riled up. Trust and believe they're going to come out with a full-on campaign. People are going to be very intentional about trying to get us in a space where we are being reactive again. They're going to try to gaslight you on the internet and through the news and things of that nature and make it seem like you're wrong for not wanting to help people and fight people and this involves you too and all of those things. Man, listen, we done been through a whole bunch of motherfucking presidents and ain't one other than Obama gave us that type of vibe and that feeling. But here's the real thing. Nobody has centered Black Americans yet. Black people yet in any office. Are we going to call a spade a spade? It don't matter who sit in the motherfucking seat. They not there for us. At the end of the day, what I'm saying is we under no circumstance support what they're doing. We don't at all. We think it's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. It's disgusting. And we know it's disgusting. But I need people to also understand that we only have a capacity to do so much. I know people think that like Black folks are at everybody's disposal. We're not, bro. And we're letting y'all know that we're not. And we're going to check on the people that we need to check on. We're going to support in other ways, but putting our bodies out there is not on the table. Tap in.
Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Afro Judy. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate your support. The Black Americans have had enough. There's been protests going on in the United States for a few weeks now, and the Latinos are not backing down. They are still questioning the Black folks, the reason as to why they are not going out to protest with them. And worst of all, there are some Black folks who are even coming out and turning on each other, their very own community, questioning them why they are not going out to protest with the Latinos. I know very well that these kind of Black folks are the ones who voted for the Taco Man, and they want a divide in that community. So, in response, the Black folks came out and sent a strong warning to the Latinos and even to those Black folks that they're not going to march. They're still resting. They practiced their democratic right last year, November 5th. And they don't want nothing to do with this protest going on in the United States. So guys, without further ado, let's dive in and kindly give the video a thumbs up and also subscribe if you haven't. I'm your presenter, Judy.
Hey family, you see this comment by this Latino gentleman saying that they come in for them and next to coming for the African Americans? See, that's the heart of what a lot of these Latinos feel. That shows right there that they don't even care about us. Because why would you want someone else to go through what you're going through? But here's the gag. They're not ever going to do this to us again. Regardless of their motive for bringing our ancestors here, we were brought here. They wanted us here, regardless if it was for a selfish, ungodly reason. And then we built this very nation that they have benefited from. And here's the real gag, sir. We built the nation that you and your people now benefit from. So what will not and ever happen is them deporting us. Because first, you got to know where you took us from and our ancestors from. Second of all, just like the natives, we have a right to be here. You understand? So my advice to you, focus on you and yours. Don't worry about the African American, the Black community, because I'm telling you, at the end of the day, we will stick together. And by any means necessary, if something jumps off and someone feels froggy and want to leap, trust and believe we are ready for it. But again, we sitting this one out. This is your fight. Now stop minding Black people's business.
Why aren't Black people helping Latinos riot against ICE in LA? Let's talk about it. There are three types of Black people who are sitting these protests out. Number one, the Black Trump supporter who voted for deportations. Number two, the Kamala Harris supporter who voted overwhelmingly for Kamala and then saw that Latinos overwhelmingly voted for Trump and they're like, y'all need our help now? Oh, hell no. And number three, the older Black people who are like, what are y'all up to? Oh, and there might be one other type of Black person too. The kind of Black person that hears something like this.
I don't think Black people have a right to tell white people or Hispanics what they can and cannot say. And that means if a Black person wants to use the N-word, that means a white person also can use the N-word because all lives matter, not just Black Lives Matter. So with that said, we need to stop cancel culture. It is anti-American. It is anti-free speech. And if you can say the N-word, so can I, whether you like it or not. It doesn't affect your freedom, but you're sure affecting mine by telling me that I can't say it because I'm not Black. So make the N-word great again.
Okay, well, how about we make ICE great again too, bitch? It's a little weird that not only are Latinos pressed, but white folks are asking, why aren't Black people out there protesting? Y'all usually ask, why are we protesting? It's almost as weird as this roll off full of rocks that just so happen to be right in LA, right where the riots are, all cut off evenly, no construction around, just so happen to be there so people can start throwing them. Is that why y'all want Black people out there? So y'all can get staged video footage to roll on cable news all night long showing unity and violence against Trump? Stop trying to use us. And all I keep hearing is, Blacks and browns, we gotta stick together. Blacks and Latinos, we're brothers, we're one. Okay, well, I'm gonna need you to have that outlook for more than just rioting and violence. I'm gonna need you to have that in the job market too, because Blacks can't get a job in LA. Latinos hire Latinos, whites hire Latinos. If you don't come to LA already in a job that moved you to LA, or you own your own business, you're not working in LA. You know who's working in LA? All the people that they want us to protest to come here. So Black people, the next time you're asked, why aren't you out there protesting with the Palestinians or with illegal immigrants? Just let them know you put in the same amount of effort that they put in to get Black reparations.
You know what's crazy to me, bro, is when they had the BLM protest, everybody was popping out. Every celebrity, YG, the Ball brothers, everybody was popping out. Where's that now? Where are the celebrities now? Where are they protesting now? Where are the teams now? Why is nobody speaking up? Even Kendrick Lamar made a song. Lil Baby made a song. But where's everybody now?
I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon. Where's J-Lo? Where's Bad Bunny? Where's Maluma? Where's Shakira? Talk to your own people. Because J-Lo was just up on the pulpit at the inauguration doing this.
Y justicia para todos. Let's get
No matter what happens in this country, everyone under that POC umbrella always finds a way to put the focus back on Black people. Obviously, we understand what's going on right now with the ICE raids that are going on in America and Los Angeles, to be specific. But there have been a lot of Latino people coming online asking about Black celebrities and Black people showing up and comparing this event to BLM. Now, don't get me wrong. We were home during the pandemic. People had no jobs. People weren't in the office. And yes, Black people, Black celebrities, Black businessmen showed up for Black people. Corporations and teams that had Black people on them showed up for their Black constituents and their Black workers. As it currently stands as demographic, there are more Latinos in America than there are Black people. And half of that population voted for what's going on right now. Speak to your own population. Stand up for yourself with each other. Talk internally about how you're so disjointed between the Central and South Americans and the Caribbean people in the East Coast. Talk to each other. Why are you looking for Black people to put you guys on a pedestal and go fight for you when this is also your fight, primarily your fight? Black Lives Matter was our fight, but we speak up for ourselves. We also speak up for everyone, and we did it the most with our vote. And even though Black people are saying this is not our fight, we're sitting this out, we're doing all these things like resting, there are several ways Black people are showing up by not supporting Starbucks, by not supporting Target, by not supporting any company that put out D&I, by boycotting, by using our voice like I do. There's so many ways that Black people still will always show up for ourselves in this country. And when we show up for ourselves, guess who benefits? Everyone else. Reach out to your fellow Asians. Reach out to your Middle Eastern Arab people. Reach out to the large Russian population that's in LA, the Armenians, the Persians. There's so many immigrant groups that live in this city, but you want to single out Black people. Can't win them all. Ciao.
So guys, welcome back. If I checked and googled I found out that 67% of the Latinos voted for Orange Man. The 92% of black women, they voted for Kamala, and 80% of black men voted for Kamala. But now, the very Latino community who voted for the Taco Man, they want the black community to get out and march and protest and stand in solidarity with them, because the eyes are hunting them down like animals. They're even scared. And why is it that they're not questioning other communities or asking other communities for help? It's always the black community. I saw Asian community coming out and also standing their ground that they are not going out to help the Latinos in the protest, that it's not their fight. But after the Latino community, maybe the Asian community might be the next. You never know. And the very Latinos are even coming out and turning on each other, calling out each other on a viral bitter rant that, why did you vote for this man and yet you knew very well that he is going to deport us? Because last year during the campaigns, he said that when he got to the office, he's going to carry out the largest mass deportation that has never taken place in the United States. And what is he doing right now? The mass deportation. The ICE are raiding the Latinos everywhere. And these Latinos, they really participated in voting for him. That Cuban activist, I don't know, activist or rapper, who composed that song of I will vote for Donald Trump. Do you know he was arrested and detained by ICE? Imagine trying to entertain someone, then later on that person turns his back against you. That's kind of diabolical or disillusionment. What can I call it? Because that Cuban man, he really participated in that song. He wanted to impress the Taco Man. He imposed even that song and it went viral. And that is the song that people are using against these Latinos, these Cubans, Venezuelans. Because later on, these same people came out and said that this Taco Man betrayed us. We came out as large community and voted for him, and now he's deporting us. The eyes are raiding us down like animals. What can we do? We are begging for your help. But last year, they never even gave a damn listening ear to the black community when they were being warned that please don't vote for him. You'll bear the consequences of your own actions later. You'll find out later. Right now, this is the time that these people are finding out. This is the time that they are bearing the consequences of their own action. Why don't they ask themselves that they are the same people who are being raided by ICE and they voted for him? They are thinking that maybe the black community are the next group to be deported. They really don't know that the black community belong to the American soil. And the Latinos, doesn't belong to that soil. So, if it's deportation, the black folks are not going to be deported. America is their land. And even some Venezuelans, right now, they're really regretting it because they never listened. Some are even saying that I wish I knew I could have listened to the black folks earlier on before I casted out my vote. But now, the black communities are so tired. And those black folks who are coming out and questioning their very own community, the reason as to why they don't want to get out and march with the Latinos. I think these are the 20% of black men, or perhaps the 8% of the black women who voted for Taco Man. And now they want the black community to be divided or to be seen as a bad community. Because the black folks say that they are resting. And honestly, they are still resting. You know very well that if they get out there, they are not your shields. They are not bulletproof. They will be unalived in a broad daylight. They will be jailed. They might even get detained and sent to maybe El Salvador or Guantanamo Bay. Anyway, if you're a black folk watching this video, do you agree with your community, those who are questioning the reason as to why you are not getting out to protest with the Latinos, or are you willing to protest with the same Latinos? And matter of fact, there are some Latinos who started calling the black folks the N-word when they were protesting. Do you think after doing such kind of thing and showing it publicly, the black folks are still going to get out and protest with you? It will be too impossible, because you can't do me bad and expect good from me. Even if the Bible says that if they do you bad, do them good. You know, with this world we are in right now, it's not going to work out. The black community have tried. They've faced a lot of racism in the United States, police brutality. Their votes were suppressed. The schools were defunded. Their own people were unalived. And they don't want to bury more people. But now you're still begging that community to get out and help you, when you didn't even get out and help them during the Black Lives Matter movement. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Let's keep the conversation going and also learn from each other in the comment section. Until next time, guys, I'm your host and presenter, Judy. Let's meet on my next episode. Bye.